How do you plead to violating condition number 9?
See, that one there, I'm pleading, kind of like not guilty too.
Not guilty. I got it. All right. Good morning.
Good morning.
Committee on Parole is reconvening. Are we at Bossier? Yes. Okay, we're at Bossier Maximum Security. Today is Thursday, January 25th, 2024. It's 11:38 a.m. Would the staff there at Bossier please introduce yourself for the record?
Lieutenant Todd Roberts, Security, Assistant Warden.
Thank you, Lieutenant Roberts. Thank you for accommodating us today. And this is Mr. Jones. Mr. Jones.
Jarvis Jones.
What's your DOC number?
089-359.
And do you have a revocation questionnaire there with you, in front of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Is that your signature at the bottom of that page?
They ain't got my signature on this one.
Oh, okay. Let me see.
Did you get it? Hold on. Oh, yes, ma'am.
Found it?
11/14/23.
It's dated on November 14th, 2023?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. Based on your answers to those questions, Mr. Jones, it was determined you're not eligible for appointed counsel. So you ready to proceed this morning?
Yes, but I tried to get a counselor because I was in special ed, and I was letting him know, he was like I couldn't get one.
Well, I think that when you answered those questions, do you understand the allegations against you?
No, ma'am, because I'm kind of slow learning.
I think based on the answer to the questions, they decided you were not eligible for appointed counsel. That's probably why they said no. But you're saying you don't understand the allegations?
No, ma'am, I'm slow learning.
Check that. You on your questionnaire, when you were asked, can you read and write, you said yes. Can you read and write?
See, I can read and write, but I'm just slow learning about stuff that I can read, but I can't understand it.
Okay. Well, if you would like, we will ask that you be appointed a lawyer. That means we can't proceed today, but you are asking for appointed counsel for a lawyer. You want somebody to help you out, or you want to proceed?
Yeah, I want somebody to help me out, but I want to proceed too, though.
Okay, we can do both. We can't get that done for you today. It takes a little time for us to find you a lawyer.
Because I've been locked up 78 days on this. And all I got a dirty urine one time. I've been pissed test one time.
Well, there's other allegations. There's several violations that we see. So it's up to you, sir. Do you want to proceed without a lawyer, or do you want to take a little time and let us get you a lawyer?
I want to proceed. I want to keep going because some of this on this with like my resident plan, I gave him 2 addresses. He got
Okay, wait. We'll let you, if you're ready to proceed, we're going to proceed. So you're going to have to enter pleas against each violation, and then you can make a statement. You can say the things you want to say now. So you want to proceed?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Okay.
On my behalf.
So wait a minute. I'm going to read the allegation, each one, and you will enter a plea, guilty or not guilty. And then after we get finished with the plea, then you can, Mr. Freeman will be asking you some questions. You can explain all that to him, okay? You ready?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right. You're accused of violating condition number 3, and that states you moved from your listed residence to an unknown location without prior permission or knowledge of your parole officer. How do you plead to violating condition number 3? Guilty or not?
Not guilty.
Okay, moving on, condition number 4 says you tested positive for marijuana, amphetamine, and cocaine on November 8, 2023, proving you were in possession of those illegal drugs. How do you plead to violating condition number 4?
Excuse me, what you mean possession? Cause I ain't had one of them drugs on me. It was in my system.
In possession.
You tested positive, so you were in possession of those drugs that you tested positive.
Be guilty on that point. Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
all right.
Yes,
Condition number 6, you were fired from your job in September and failed to report to your officer that you had been fired. You failed to provide your officer with proof or that you have been seeking employment. How do you plead to violating condition number 6?
And that was never hard.
Well, you gotta make a plea, guilty or not guilty, and we'll add a statement to it.
I'm plead not guilty.
Okay, and we'll talk about it. Condition number 9, you have failed to allow your officer to visit you at your listed residence on multiple occasions. How do you plead to violating condition number 9?
See, that one there, I'm plead, kind of like not guilty too.
Not guilty. I got it. Okay, and last is condition number 10. You're currently $72 in arrears on your supervision fees. Yet you tested positive for illegal substances. So how do you plead to violating condition number 10 about your fees?
So I had to pay for the cup.
Guilty or not guilty? No, it says your probation fees, your supervision fees, you're currently $72 in arrears.
And Jewel's not being.
They shouldn't do that.
I'm gonna say guilty on that.
Okay, all right. Would you
wanna explain
answer
my-
Mr. Freeman's questions, please?
Okay, Mr. Jones,
Yes, sir.
where did you live?
See, I lived at 126 West Madison. That's where I paid for all my cars and from the Bossier Sheriff Department. That's the house Dupree. I told Dupree, see, I was granted before I came home from jail 210 Mid-South Loop. I was granted that. But I told him I'm gonna be living at 126 West Madison. And that's the house he been coming to.
Is that the house where you registered and notified from?
Yes, sir. 126 West Madison.
So you
And it's in the town hall, and I paid my money both times in the town hall.
okay.
See, that's the problem. I've been paying my money in my cards and everything at the 126 West Madison, but I've been granted 210 Miss South Loop. That's my grandma's house.
Okay, well, let me ask you talking about this place where you do live.
126 West Madison. That's my house.
Right.
But
Do you have any
back and forth with
electricity in that house?
Not right now because I'm incarcerated. I'm incarcerated right now.
Wasn't that electricity cut off prior to you being incarcerated?
But when I was staying there before I come to jail, electricity was on. Electricity and water.
Okay, because
I've been out there 5 months. I've been staying there the whole 5 months at 126 West Madison. The sheriff always came by there 5 times and granted that. Chris Alford, his name, Chris Alford. He got both of my address, 210 Miss Ali, and he got either or 126 West Madison.
Now let's get one address. Okay, so it's 126 West Madison. Let's get
Yes,
to
sir,
the.
but it should be in the computer 2 addresses. I let it be known because I be on my grandma's house because she 84 years old. She old. Cause that's the house I've been granted from when I came home from jail, 210 Miss Ali. But I
grandma's, but you went moved to another, and you said
Yes.
you told the probation officer you had moved to that other house, correct?
yes, sir, and that's the house Alan Dupree been coming to, 126 West Madison. He ain't never come to 210 Miss South Loop. He been coming to 126 West Madison.
Did he ever see you at 126 West Madison?
Yes, sir. He seen me multiple times, over 10 times.
residence check. And still at work. You had a PC with the,
Especially like in August and in September, he seen me multiple times, even in July. He said he missed me about 2 times in July, because I was working in a warehouse job.
what
He
about
seen me
this,
multiple times in August.
what about, didn't you provide an address of 425 North Boulevard?
I don't even know what that said, sir.
That was supposedly you were staying with Mr. Temple in his warehouse? No, I mean, you were
No.
staying, you were working for Mr. Temple. It belonged to Mr. Temple. Okay. Where were you working?
On which occasion? Because I had 3 jobs when I was out
No,
there in 5
the
months.
last job you had.
Oh, I was working for the pipeline, Covington.
Okay, did you get fired or laid off or what?
I got laid off.
Got laid off.
Cause Dupree kept coming by my job. Dude, a multi-billion-dollar company. He couldn't take it. Dupree kept coming by his house, coming by the job, I mean. I showed
Okay.
up every month, see Dupree since I've been home. I wasn't running from him or nothing.
All right, and you tested positive, you admitted to that. How long you been back on drugs?
I just started back right before, like it goes to the end of, I want to say Halloween.
Okay, when did you get out?
When did I get out? June 28th.
So you got out the 28th and you were back using by Halloween.
Yes, sir.
You ever got any treatment for this drug habit?
No, sir.
You need treatment for this drug habit?
Yes, sir.
Would you go to treatment if I offered you treatment?
Yes, sir.
I have no further questions.
Let me just ask you, Mr. Jones, when you say you reported into the office when you needed, when you're supposed to, but when the officer came to your house, there was never an answer at the door, and you said you were there, but you just didn't feel like answering the door. How come?
Because he was harassing me. I just seen him Wednesday. I seen him Wednesday. The first beginning of the month, Wednesday. Then he come by my house Friday. I opened the door. I seen him Friday. Then he come back Monday, the next week, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. He harassing me.
You ever filed a complaint?
That what I was coming up there when I was finna come up there to come and see him. Cause the same day that Wednesday when I came up there when he locked me up, I was supposed to go to a sex class, see a therapist. I seen 2 of them already, but I was finna go see another one at 10 o'clock. He locked me up at 9 something. I was supposed to go see my 3rd sex therapist. But long story short, I wanted to have my girl to come with me to she was at work. But he told me to show up at 8 o'clock. He came by my house at 4 o'clock. See, multiple times he came by my house, my girl was naked. And I would tell him, hold up, let my girl put some clothes on. You see what I'm saying? That's why I ain't let him in the room. It's by respect when dealing with a woman.
It's not.
All right, Mr. Jones, anything you want to say to us before we vote? Anything else you want to tell us?
I just want a chance to go back on the street. I've been gone 13 years. I've been out there 5 months. I had 3 good jobs. I was working on the pipeline. He took this from me. Dupree took this from me.
All right, I think we're prepared to vote, Mr. Jones. Mr. Freeman?
Jones, you got one terrible habit. You like to blame everybody else for your problems. Well, you're a 7th felony offender, so everybody else ain't to blame for all of these problems, not 7 felonies worth.
Yes, sir.
You know, you got to take this responsibility. You got to go see these officers. You need drug treatment. There's no doubt you need drug treatment, and that's what I was looking at your dates to see how long. When's your full-term date?
11/7/2030.
2030.
Okay. I can't believe I'm gonna do this, but I'm gonna take a chance. In lieu of revocation, I'm gonna order you to the Steve Hall program. Upon completion of that program, you're to follow any recommendations or treatment. They won't let you out till you have an approved residence plan. I want an approved residence plan before they let you go. And I'm gonna order 3 AA meetings a week.
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. My resident plan, I'm talking about the cars and what I had paid for, they approved it, they granted it.
Well, then it shouldn't be a problem.
Shouldn't be a problem.
So how?
Wait a
long-
minute, we gotta vote. Mr. Jones, we're voting right now. We're voting.
I'm sorry, I ain't
It's
know.
okay, that's okay. You didn't understand, I know. I want you to listen more than you talk.
Yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am.
Listen more than you talk. Listen more than you talk. But there's a system that you're not operating in. The people that stay free, listen to them. There's a reason why we stay free.
Yes,
My
ma'am.
vote is the same for the same reasons. I'm putting some confidence in you that when you go to the rehab program, you sit on the front row, you pay attention, you learn what you don't know. While you're on supervision to 2030, that's pretty good long time. Gotta get drug free and stay clean. That's wishes to you, sir. My vote is the same, Mr. Jones. So in lieu of revocation, you're gonna be sent over to the Steve Ball program there. Once you're released, you'll follow the treatment plan they recommend, and you have to attend 3 AA meetings a week. And of course, your residence has to be approved again. So good luck to you. Take advantage of the program.
Yes, ma'am.
I think that concludes our business in Bossier. Thanks for accommodating us. We're going to sign off at 11:54.
Thank you.